could be a crime. Crazy how we did, girl. This is it, girl. Give me 25 to life. I just wanna rock all night.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Melly Q. I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be making shrimp ceviche, Mexican style. So I'm gonna go ahead and link everything in the description below on what you need. And I actually got this video on YouTube, and I will tag the person that I got their recipe from. So with that being said, follow me on my little adventure on making ceviche. Okay, so first off, you're gonna clean your shrimp. This is raw shrimp. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take the poop out of it. If you can see on the inside of here, there's like a little black thing. So you want to make sure you remove that before you put it into your ceviche. So I'm gonna go one by one and take it out. Sorry, excuse my kids in the background. Watching a movie. Yeah. So again, like I was saying, that you're gonna remove the little poop part out of here. If you guys can see. So you want to remove every part of that because it's not good. You don't want to be eating that. Like so. I just like to cut all the way through, make sure that there's nothing, no other parts of it in there. And as you can see in this one, there is. So I like to remove all of this. Of course, nobody wants to eat poop. So I'm gonna finish up with this and then we will continue on with our video. Okay guys, so the next part of this is to get the lime juice and put it in the bowl. So now that these are all cleaned, now I'm gonna add the lime juice to it, and then it's gonna sit for 2 hours in the lime juice, and it's pretty much gonna cook it. Some people like to be able to have it like already cooked, but I like it this way, so I'm gonna make it the way I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze probably about, let's see, about 7 limes. And I'll cut up the cilantro. I love tomatoes, so I'm gonna put 2 tomatoes in. I'm gonna use 2 cucumbers and 1 purple onion. We are gonna use V8 as well, so we'll use a whole can of V8 and the Clamato. So I'm gonna use the same amount of the V8 with the Clamato, and then I'll add in the salt. Oh, also we're also gonna be using the peppers too. So these peppers, I believe, forgot the name, but I'll link it in the description below. And then we just salt it, and that will be your ceviche. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and put the lime juice in here, and just make sure that when you guys do put your lime juice in here, you have a top to cover your bowl, because it does have to sit for 2 hours. So you want to make sure that you put it inside of the refrigerator. And yeah, you want to make sure that you put it in the refrigerator so it can sit for 2 hours in the lime juice. And then we will proceed with the next part of this. So let me go ahead and start squeezing, and I will show you guys what it looks like with it already all with the lime juice inside. So as you guys can see, I am squeezing these limes, as you can see. squeezing the limes. So you want to make sure that the limes are all squeezed. Like I said, I think I'm using like 8. And you can already tell, like as I'm squeezing these, you can already tell that like some of them are already being cooked because they already turn like a little bit pink. This like makes it so much easier because sometimes these limes are like really hard, and this makes it so much easier. You just put them in there and you squeeze and boom, all done. So the longest part that it takes really is taking and cleaning out the shrimp, and then also having it sit. After that, it's a piece of cake. Sorry for the noise in the back. My kids are watching anime. Okay, now that's done. So now what you want to do is this lime juice is going to cook it. You want to make sure that it's like filled, covered. I could have used the bottle of lime juice, but I think that regular lime juice does the job. Like from the lemon, I think that it gives it a better taste versus having to use something like this, because I think that it's already like, I think it's artificial, so I don't like to use it. So I like to squeeze the limes because it gives it more of a different flavor. Sorry, had to get in the cabinet up on top. And then let me show you really quickly how it looks. So this is how it looks so far with the lime juice in it, and as you can see, it's already starting to turn pink. So the longer that it sits and waits, the more that it cooks them. So you want to make sure that, like I said, that your lime juice covers all of the shrimp, because if not, then it's not going to cook everything. Some people like to chop them up like really small, but I like them big. I don't know. I just don't like them all chopped up. I don't know what it is. Just like I don't like my onions really small, because I love the flavor of onions, but the problem is I don't like to eat onion. So this is all the ingredients that you need: limes, cilantro, tomatoes, V8, a red onion, cucumbers, and Clamato. Some people don't use Clamato or V8. I've gone to restaurants where they don't use it because it's more of like a soup, I guess they say. I don't know. Usually I buy mine without it, but since I decided that I was going to use this other recipe, it was shown in the recipe. To, sorry, I'm all showing the steak I made earlier. It was shown in the in the recipe that she used Clamato and V8. So I figured I was gonna try to keep the recipe the same, and I figured I would keep the recipe the same and use what she had made, the way she made it. So I don't know exactly how that's gonna turn out, because like I said, I like mine a certain way, but I wanted to try a new recipe. So with that being said, I'm gonna cover my ceviche really quick. If I can find the lid. What did I do with you? Oh, here it is. So I'm gonna cover the ceviche with the lid really quick. And I'm gonna let it sit in the fridge for 2 hours. Sorry. So I'm gonna let that sit in the fridge for 2 hours, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping all this stuff up. I will probably wait just a little bit because it is gonna take 2 hours, and I don't want this stuff sitting just out like that until I get closer to putting this stuff in. So, oh, also very quickly, I forgot to add the avocado. So these weren't out when I was going over everything, so you definitely need the chilies because these ones are kind of hot. If you don't want super hot, then don't use these ones. If you want it for just the flavor, you could probably just use a regular habanero, or I'm sorry, jalapeno. And I probably need to use these now because they're already changing colors. But most of the time I do like to top it with the avocado. So we're gonna go ahead and sit and wait for the 2 hours, and then we will continue with my video and put all of the vegetables in on this inside of the ceviche. You guys like my little skills there? I'm like, oh shoot. Anyways, okay, so we'll continue on with the video as soon as this part's over. Okay guys, so now that my ceviche has been sitting for a while, or my shrimp with the lime juice, I just came over here and finished cutting up my vegetables that are going to go in there. Onion, jalapenos, tomatoes, cucumbers, cilantro, and that's pretty much everything that goes into here. So I'm just gonna cut up the cilantro really quick. I kind of already pre-made or pre-cut all the other stuff because it does take a little while for me to do. So I did pre-cut all of this before I got back on here. So I'll finish cutting up the cilantro really quick. You can see. And it depends on the spiciness, like I was saying earlier. Some people don't put cilantro in there. Some people don't put cilantro inside of their ceviche. I usually don't buy it like that. I always buy it with it not in there. I make my onions a little bit bigger too, like this. Only because I like the flavor of it, but I don't like eating onions. So at least with this, it'll give it all the flavor, and then I can still pick it out. My kids don't really eat onions either, so it gives them, it's big enough for them to pick out. And that's another reason why I'm very picky on being able to like buy my ceviche places, because if I can't pick out the onions, then I don't want to eat it. I know some people are like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, I'll pick it out. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. Let me wash my hands really quick. Kid just likes to come in here and get all kinds of stuff and never put stuff back. Okay, so let me grab the ceviche that's been sitting for a while, and this way we can see what it looks like. Sorry, everybody knows I love my Pepsi. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and put stuff in here. So like I said, the lime juice will cook the shrimp. As you've seen in the beginning, it was not cooked, and now they are cooked. So I left it for 2 hours in the lime juice. And then I'm gonna go ahead and throw cilantro in here. My onions. And you don't have to put onions if you don't want onions. I like onions. Well, the flavor of it. I chopped up 2 jalapeños. And if you don't want it that spicy, you don't have to put it in there. I like it a little bit spicy. And then I add tapatio and like lemon and stuff. So here's my tomato. And then I'll add the cucumber in. Some people like them really small. I like them big. See? Let me wash my hands. I swear I go through so much paper towels. Should probably just start using a towel or something. Okay. I always like to clean as I go. One very important step that my grandma taught me is that you clean as you cook. So this way everything will be ready if you need it again. So let me clean this off really quick. Put it back. So now I am going to mix this around. So pretty. The colors. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of this V8. Like I was telling you guys, I normally don't buy it with this in there, but I seen it on a recipe on YouTube and she does, so I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna use, it says in the video to use a whole can. I don't know if I'm gonna do all that. Yeah, so in the video it says to use the whole can. I guess I could. And then it says to use Clamato. So I'm gonna use probably half because I feel like it's already a lot, but I'm gonna pour it in here. At least I know how much half is. So I'm gonna use half of the full V8 Clamato. They do sell this kind too with like an oyster flavor. I don't like oysters, so I'm not gonna bother to make my food taste like oysters. And then you clean up the excess stuff that had dropped out. Toss this. Add some salt. Salt to taste. Okay, salt, come on. Okay, maybe let's do the work. We're gonna work on the other side then. Mix it around. Sorry guys, my kids are home. So a little bit of what happened today with my son. He went to Santa Monica and apparently got pulled over and the cops are being jerks to them. And people wonder why these cops are going through the protest right now, because there's sometimes the way that they act. I'm not saying all cops are like that, and I'm not talking politics, but you know, you do have normal civilian people that are just trying to go out and, you know, get out of town, not trying to cause any problems, and yet the officers are rude and disrespectful. So let me taste this really quick. No, that's good. Need a little bit more salt. That is so bomb. So bomb. Thank you.